Hello student, welcome back to my YouTube channel IGCSE All Levels, and today the paper which I have taken is Pearson Edexcel IGCSE examination. The paper name is 9MA0/01. This is the paper name, students, and this is of level 3 GCE, and it is paper 1, as I've already told, and it is pure mathematics advanced version, and the time taken for this paper should be 2 hours. It is given for the students. Now here you can see that you need to read the instructions properly, and according to the Pearson guidelines you can use the calculator here, we know very well. So let's jump to the question directly, and let's see. It was released in the year 2025. So okay, let's start it. So the first question is says, students, that the point P lies on the curve with equation y equals to fx, where x is the element of R. We know what is R here, real numbers, and find the point to which P is mapped when the curve with equation y equals to fx is transformed to the curve with equation. So the first case here is y equals to fx plus of 2. Now in the question you can see that this particular point P is lying on the curve with the equation y equals to fx. So from here what we can say, that this particular point is lying on this particular point is lying on this curve. This is mentioned. So we can say that minus y equals to function of 6. It will satisfy, because this point is lying on this particular function, so it will satisfy this part. So negative of 4 will be equals to f of 6. Now here you can see that they have asked for the point when y is equals to fx plus of 2. So here, according to the transformation rule, this change is on the x-axis. Here it is positive 2, so it will be the translation will be towards the left hand side. That means the x point here will be the new value, new coordinate will be there is a change in x, so it will be 6 negative of 2 comma minus 4. This is the new coordinate. You will get 4 comma minus 4. Okay, as you can see that here the function is x positive 2, so there is a change in x-axis, not on the y-axis. So y-axis will be same. Now second part is y is equal to f inverse x. Y is equals to f inverse x. What is the transformation rule? According to the transformation rule, what happens here? If you are saying that P, that particular function is 6 comma minus 4, this particular coordinate is lying on the function, so we know that coordinates get swapped, because here y is equals to function inverse of x. So in this case the coordinate will be swapped, means the x-axis will become y-axis and y-axis will become x-axis. So the point will be negative of 4 comma 6. Okay, this is the solution of second part. Now third part states that, see, y equals to 2 modulus of x negative of 3. What is fx, student? I have already told. Fx was negative of 4. I have plugged in the value of x equals to 6, so it was negative of 4. So it will be 2 negative of 4 modulus negative of 3, so it will be equals to 2. Here due to modulus sign it will be positive, so it will be 4. 2 cross 4 negative of 3 will be 8 minus of 3, that is equals to 5. So y will be equals to 5. This is our solution. So for this the point will be 6 comma 5. Okay, this is how you need to attempt this particular question. Now next, move to the next question. Yeah, The circle C has a equation x positive 3 square plus y negative 4 square equals to 24. What we know, students, what is the equation of circle? X minus of h square positive of y minus of k square is equals to r square. This is the general equation of a circle. Now, if I compare this, the given equation with the general equation of the circle, so I'll directly write here what the equation they have provided us is 24. Okay, now if I compare both of the equations, so from here you can see h will be negative of 3 and similarly k will be positive of 4. So the center will be, we know the center will be h comma k, that means center will be negative of 3 comma 4. This is the general equation of the circle, students. I have just compared the general equation of the circle with the given equation. So we are getting the values negative 3 comma 4. This is the center of the circle. Now, if I talk about the radius part, radius is, if we compare the radius part, so r square is equals to 24. That means r will be equals to square root of 24. This could be written as r 24 could be written as 12 cross 2, and this could be written as 2 root 6. Okay, so radius of this particular equation of the circle which we have been provided will be 2 root 6. Now find the radius of C, writing your answer as a fully simplified surd, which we have already done. State the coordinate of the center of C, it is also done. Next part is determine, giving a reason whether or not the origin lies inside the circle. Okay, students, for C, for B part, the origin is 0 comma 0. Okay, so for 0 comma 0, whether it lies inside the circle or not. So what is the equation of circle here? It was x positive of 3 square positive of y negative of 4 square equals to 24. So let's say r square, let's say equals to r square. Now for r, the value will be, for r, if we are finding r for this particular equation, will be x positive of 3 whole square positive of y negative of 4 whole square. Okay, now the question is that whether or not this origin lies inside the circle. So we know what is origin, 0 comma 0. So we will plug the value of origin in this particular radius format. So r will be, for this case, will be 0. If we plug the value of x equals to 0, so it will be 9 positive of y also, we will be plugging the value of y also as a 0, so it will be 16. So we will get 5. Root 9 plus of 16 is 25, root 25, and the root 25 is 5. Now we got the radius here as 5. Okay, just to see, this is not the radius, student, this is r, the distance we are calculating. This was the radius. We are plugging the value of origin in this particular equation. Don't get confused here. Now you can see that here it is 5 and here this point is 2 root 6. 2 root 6. What is 2 root 6? I will tell you. It is 4.89. So this is, students, this is 4.89 and the value which we have got is 5. So we can say that this value is bigger than the radius part. This particular value is bigger than radius part. Don't get confused. I will mark it as r dash, r dash. Okay, so r dash is greater than r. So we can say that the origin will not lie on the circle. Okay, in case if this value, the r dash, is less than r, so the origin will be lying on the circle. But here we can see that r dash is greater than r, so the origin will not lie on the circle. This is the particular reason. Now let's move to the next question. Third question, student, is the first three terms of an arithmetic sequence are 6k, comma 10 comma and 2k, where k is constant, find the value of k. Let's do it. 6k comma 10 comma 2k. This was the arithmetic sequence. Okay, for arithmetic sequence, what we know, student, we know that the common difference must be constant. The common difference between the terms must be constant. So here if I say the differences between the terms of this sequence must be constant, so we can say from this particular sequence that 10 negative of 6k will be equals to 2k negative of 10. Okay, the consecutive term negative of the previous term differences I am calculating here. So 10 negative of 6k is equals to 2k negative of 10. Now 10 transposing 10 to the left hand side, you will get 20 here, and this 6k to the right hand side, it is with negative sign, so it will be positive on the left hand side, on the right hand side, so it will be 8k. So you will get the value of k as 5 by 2. Okay student, 5 by 2. So we got the value of k as 5 by 2. Now if we have got the value of k as 5 by 2, we need to plug in the value of k in the particular sequence. So it will be 6 cross 5 by 2 comma 10 comma 2 cross 5 by 2. So the equation, the sequence which will receive here will be 15 comma 10 comma 2 5. So from here we can say what is the first term in this particular sequence, student. The first term is given by a, that is 15. For calculating difference, we need to subtract the consecutive term, any second term and the first term. We need to get the differences. So it will be 10 negative of 15, that will give you negative of 5. So we have the value of first term and the common difference, that is d. Now according to the question, they have asked for the sum of the first 50 terms. So we know the formula of sum of the 50 terms will be given by, I'm applying the formula of sum of n terms of an arithmetic sequence, student, that is n by 2, 2a plus of n negative of 1 cross d. So we will be applying that formula. So I'll write this formula for you here. Okay, for here, so 2a, n by 2, sorry. So n by 2 means n here is 50, so 50 by 2, 2a, what is a, student? That is 15 plus of n negative of 1, n is 50, so 50 minus 1 will be 49 cross d, d will be negative of 5. Okay, here you will get 25, and here you just calculate the values, you will get 30 negative of 245. Now 215 cross of 25 will get negative of 5375. This is the sum of the 50 terms, students. Negative of 5375. Okay, this is how we should approach this problem, and we should do it. Now let's move to the next question, that is fourth question. Yeah, the function is given, fx equals to particular function is given, and f negative of 4 is equals to 0. Write fx in the form of x plus of a. Here q, don't get confused with quadratic here, students. This is the format of quotient. Okay, quotient. So now see, the function here is students 2x cube plus of 3x square negative of 16x plus of 16. Okay, in the second point they have written that f negative of 4 is equals to 0. Means on plugging the value of x equals to negative of 4 in this particular equation, we are getting the value as 0. So we can say that this negative of 4 is the one of the zeros of this particular equation. So x positive of 4, let's say this as a, I'm just taking an means an expression, x positive of 4 is equals to 0. So from here you will get x equals to negative of 4. Okay, so this is one of the root of this particular equation. So we can say that x positive of 4, this particular expression, this particular expression is the factor of this particular function. Okay, so if we know that this is the factor of this particular function, so we will directly divide it. Whatever the function we have, 2x cube plus positive of 3x square negative of 16x plus of 16. Yes, we are dividing this because we have already proved that this is one of the root of this particular function. So x positive of 4 is one of the root of the given function. Now we are dividing it, so we'll first time it will go with 2x squares. So here you will get 2x cube positive of 8x square. Okay, on calculation you will get this, all this term will be getting cancelled. Here you will get negative of 5x square negative of 16x positive of 16. Now again you need to see that what coefficient is the first term and what is the coefficient of this particular term. So this is negative of 5x square. So here you will be getting negative of 5 and the coefficient here is x square. Here you are you have x here, so you will take it with negative of 5x. The main agenda for dividing this type of functions, this polynomial function, is that we need to make the required term with whatever is there. So minus 5x cross x will be negative of 5x square, minus 5x plus 4 will be negative of 20x upon. So again you will see this term will get cancelled and this term will be 4x plus of 16. Now same x positive of 4, what should be multiplied here to get this particular part? So if you will multiply it by positive of 4, so you will get positive of 4, so you will get 4x plus of 4 cross 4 will be 16, so it will be, remainder will be 0. Okay, so now this part and this part could be written. I'll show you how. So this is the function, student. So we can write it x positive of 4 cross of 2x square minus of 5x plus of 4. Okay, now you can see that we have written in the form which they have asked for, that is x positive of a qx. Okay, where this is our quotient and I've shown you there, this is our quotient. Now comes to the next part, that is hence prove that negative of 4 is the only real root of the equation. This is the only real root of the equation. Okay, now we have already this part and they have already told you that negative of 4 is one of the root, and we have already calculated and I've shown you here as well. Now let's take this part only. This part we are considering, this part. It is 2x square negative of 5x plus of 4. So if we take out the value of x with quadratic equation, quadratic formula, so we will be taking out the value of x for this quadratic function from quadratic equation formula. So here you can compare this part. I'm writing this part only, 2x square negative of 5x plus of 4. So this function, if I say a here is 2, b here is negative of 5, and c here is a student 4. Now you can see here that if you will take out the discriminant, that is equals to b square negative of 4ac, so you will see that it is 25 25, negative of 4, 2 and 4. So you can say that 25 negative of 32. So you can see here, you can observe here that you are getting the discriminant value as negative 7. So we know if discriminant is less than 0, so no real roots are possible. In a quadratic equation, if we are getting discriminant, the value of discriminant equals less than 0, this is one of the condition, student. If d is less than 0, so no real roots are possible. Hence we can say that possible. Hence we can say that this is only the possible root, that is negative 4. Okay, so this is how you need to solve this problem, students. Now let's move to the next question. Yes, express limit of delta x 0, and they have given in the summation format, student, and I'll write it here. Limit of, okay, delta x tending towards 0. Here they have given the summation where x is equals to 1.44 to 2.89 2 by root x dx as an integral. So first you need to express this as an integral, which is very easy. I'll show you how. Don't get confused with this part, this summation part. It is nothing, it is just an integration. This is the summation case here. So you will be writing directly like 1.44 to 2.89 2 by root of x dx. It is represented in an integral format. Okay, don't get confused and don't get don't fear with this part that what it is written here. It is written in this format when you will be writing in integration format. So this is the format they are asking for. Okay, this is also meant as that this is the summation of this particular function from 1.44 to 2.89. we have written in the form of integration. Now okay, where k is an integer, now they have asked for this particular problem. Okay, we have written in the format of integration. First part is done. Now we need to calculate the integration of this part. So I'll tell you, 1.44 to 2.89, here take 2 outside the integration part, and x could be written as negative of 1 by 2. Okay, we have taken the lower part, denominator x, into the numerator part, so it could be written as negative of 1 by 2. Now I'll write one formula here. Everyone knows, very common formula it is. Integration of xn is equals to xn positive 1 upon n plus of 1 plus of c plus of c. This is the formula which we'll be applying here, students. So it will be equals to 2 times of 1.44 to 2.89. Here if you will apply the formula, so after applying it you will get to x negative of 1 by 2 plus of 1 upon negative of 1 by 2 plus of 1. Okay, this whole part will be under the integration of 1.44 to 2.89. From here, this particular portion, if you are calculating, so you will get 1 by 2, which will be this 2 and this 2 will be getting multiplied, so it will be 4 x to the power, what you will get, 1 by 2, from where to where, from 1.44 to 2.89. Now I will do it here. So we just need to plug in the values. What we have got 4 root of x to the power from 1.44 to 2.89. Now if we plug in the values, we know that after integration fb minus of fa, where b is the upper limit and a is the lower limit, this we are applying here. So you will get 4 root of 2.89 negative of root of 1.44. Okay, what we are applying here? This I am doing, student, fx from a to b if we are writing, so it will be fb minus of fa after the integration. This is we are applying here. So you will get 44 289 square root of 289, if I am not wrong it is 17, yeah. So it will be 1.7 negative of 1.44, the square root of this will be 1.2. So you'll get 4 cross of 0.5, that will be equals to 2. So this is our solution, student. Okay, where k is an integer to be found, 2 is the solution. Now let's move to the next question. Yes, a scientist is monitoring the flight of seabirds after they leave their nest on a cliff. The height is given by this particular equation. So I'll write height equals to a minus of b t to the power 1.5, where h is greater than or equal to 0 and t lies between 0 to, okay, t is lying between, students, 0 to capital T. Okay, where t is the time after the bird leaves its nest. A, B, T are positive constant. Now see here, if I, okay, you need to observe the statement here. The first part is the bird was 17.6 meter above the sea exactly 4 seconds after leaving its nest. So the height is given after the time of 4 seconds. So the first statement I am writing here, 17.6 equals to a negative of b, t is 4 seconds, students. So we will get 4 to the power 1.5. Okay, so if we further calculate it, so you will get 17.6 negative of b to the power 4 to the power 1.5, it will be equals to 8. So 8b, this is our first equation, student. Similarly, if you will see this particular second equation, it is mentioned that bird was 11.9 meter above the sea exactly 9 seconds after leaving its nest. Okay, after 9 seconds the bird was at a height of 11.9. So we will be plugging the value of h equals to 11.9 equals to a negative of b, we don't know, t will be 9 here, so it will be 9 to the power 1.5. Upon further calculation, students, it will be 11.9 equals to a negative of 9 to the power 1.5 will be 27. So 27b, this is second equation. Now we have got the first equation and second equation. What we need to do here, we just need to subtract the values. So equation 1 negative of equation 2 means we are subtracting equation 2 from equation 1. That's simple. So we can say that we are eliminating the values. So see, see 17.6 is equals to a negative of 8b, which we have calculated from first equation. Second equation, student, is 11.9 equals to a negative of 27b. So upon the subtractions, so you will get 17.6 negative of 11.9. So you will get 17.6 negative of 11.9, that will be equals to 5.7. Now here a and a will be getting cancelled, and here you will get positive of 27b and negative of 8b, that will be equals to 19b. From here, if I say that what will be the value of b here, we will getting 0.3. So B will be 0.3 student. Okay, B we have got 0.3. What we need to do now? We will be plugging the value of B in equation number 1. So if we plug the value of B in equation number 1, so you will get 17.6 is equals to A minus of 8 into 0.3. Okay, so from here you will get A equals to, this particular part will be transposing to the left hand side and it will be positive. So 0.3 into 8 will be 2.4. So 17.6 positive of 2.4 will be equals to 20. So A we have got as 20 and B we have got as 0.3. Now A we have got as 20 and B we have got as student 0.3. So if I plug in the values of A and B in this particular portion, student, so what you will get, H is equals to, this was our equation, A minus of BT. A was 20, negative of B to the B is 0.3, T raised to the power 1.5. This is the particular equation which they are asking for. Find a complete equation for the model, which we have done. This was a 4 marks, student, and this is how we need to approach this form question. Now second, find according to the model the height of the bird's nest above the sea. So height of the bird above the nest sea is, student, very easy. It is of 1 mark. So you just need to see that this is the dependent value on the time. This particular part is dependent on the time. So the height will be 20. This only will be considered. Above the sea means this part only needs to be considered because this part is dependent on the time. So we will not consider this part. So the main height will be 20. Rest whatever height it is covering after a certain time interval will be calculated after plugging the value of t here. So the original height will be 20. Now the limitations on the value of t. Now it is already mentioned that 0 is equals to, or this was given, I guess, yeah, less than or equal to, and t is lying between this particular values. So for finding the limitations on the value of t, what we need to do? So see here, h was given as this particular equation which we have found out. So h will be here 0. If we plug in the value of h equals to 0 to find the maximum value of t which could be possible, so 20 negative of 0.3 t to the power 1.5 will be equals to 0, students. So from here you can say 20 is equals to 0.3 t to the power 1.5. Now 20 divided by 0.3 will be equals to t raised to the power 1.5. From here you will get 66.66. 66.66 equals to t to the power 1.5. So for calculating this part, we can take the help of our calculator. That will be equals to 1 raised to the power 1.5. 16.44. So from here you will get the value of t equals to 16.44 seconds. Approximate value it is, student. So t, so the maximum value of t will be 16.44 seconds. Limitations they have asked for. So the limitations will be 0 less than or equal to t less than or equal to 16.44. This will be the limitations, student, roughly. Okay, this is how we need to calculate this question. Now coming to the next question. Yeah, see, this is one of the good question they have given. So yeah, this is the figure on which they have plotted a curve with the equation y equals to fx, where fx is a quartic expression. Fx is a quartic expression. Quartic. What is quartic expression? Means the degree of this particular expression will be 4. Has the maximum turning points at -1, 0 and 5, 0. Crosses the y-axis at 0, negative of 75. Has the minimum turning point at x equals to t, 2. Find the set of all the values of x for which f prime x is greater than or equal to 0. Write your answer in set notations. Okay, now see, yeah, see students, let's see. This was our, I'm just taking a coordinate means I'm just taking a graph here, any means coordinate axis here I'm taking. Let's say this was our graph. Why I need to take this, I'll be telling you soon. Yes. Yeah, this was our any coordinate graph, coordinate means axes are there. I'll be telling you the value. See, for example, if any function is there like this, okay, if any type of a function is there, let's say y equals to fx, so what will be the real roots possible for this equation? It will be, how many real roots will be possible? It will be 1 this part, 2 this part, 3 this part. Okay, now in case if I am taking different, see, same I am taking coordinate axis. If the function, for example, if the function is coming like this, it is having a particular like this. From here, from this graph, how many possible roots are possible for the given function y equals to fx? You can say that you will be having a value on this part and this part only, because it is intersecting with the x-axis on 2 points only. Now in the question it has been mentioned that this is a quartic expression in x, means they have the degree of this expression as 4. Now if I say that at how many points this particular function y equals to fx is intersecting with the x-axis, so you will see that there are only 2 possible values where this graph is intersecting the x-axis. Okay, so if they are intersecting only on 2 points, so we can say, as we know that it is a quartic expression, so we can say that it will be a double root. So this point negative of 1 and 5 is double root of this particular quartic expression. Okay, now see, So I'll be solving it for you. Let's say, yeah, so let's say our quartic expression be k x negative of a square and x negative of b square. Why I have taken this as a double root, student? Because it is intersecting with the x-axis only on 2 points, so these 2 points need to be only considered. First point is negative of 1, so it will be y equals to k x positive of 1 square. Again it is intersecting at positive of 5, so it will be x negative of 5 whole square. This will be our expression, quartic expression. There is one more way, but it is very lengthy and we don't need to approach this question on that format. That format I'll discuss. It will be k into x negative of a, x negative of b, x negative of c, x negative of d. So on eliminating the parts, it will be taking lot of time for you. So this is the clue here, student, which I have discussed with you. Now, according to the question, this curve has maximum turning point at negative 1, 0 and 5, 0. Okay, so if I say maximum turning point as at minus 1, 0 and 5, 0, 5, 0. So if we plug in the value of this particular coordinates on this in this equation, so what we will get, 0 equals to k times of 1 square negative of 5 square. So here you will get 0 equals to k 25. So again you are getting k equals to 0. Sorry, here you will get 0. So all you can see that it expression will get vanished here. Similarly, if you will plug in the value of 5 on this particular point on this in this particular equation, so you will get this y, this whole equation will be you will not get anything if you will plug in the value of 5, 5, 0 here. So now if I say this particular point, this particular function which we have got crosses the y-axis at 0, negative of 75. Okay, it is crossing the y-axis at 0, of negative 75. If I plug in this value, so we will get the value of k here. I'll tell you how. Y equals to means negative of 75 is equals to k times of 1 square, that will be 1 square, and 0 negative of 5, it will be equal to 25. So from here you will get k equals to negative of 3. Okay, from the third statement which they have, second statement which they have mentioned, the curve crosses the y-axis at 0, negative 75. From here you will get the value of k. Now the original equation will be y equals to, if you plug in the value of k, negative 3, so it will be negative 3 x plus 1 whole square x minus 5 whole square. Okay, this is our original equation, student. Now here they are saying that f prime of x is greater than or equal to 0. This part also need to be considered. F prime of x means f prime of x is greater than or equal to 0. So means we need to differentiate this particular function. We will be applying the chain rule here. So I'll tell you how. Negative of 3, I am differentiating this function with respect to x with the help of chain rule. So negative of 3 in bracket, if I say, the first function will be getting differentiated and the second will be stagnant, will be remain same. Similarly, positive of first function will be same and the second function will be differentiated. This is how the chain rule works. So here it will be 2 of x positive 1 cross of x negative of 5 square plus of x positive of 1 whole square cross of x negative of 5. Okay, from whole expression we can see that x positive 1 and x negative of 5 are common. So negative of 3, so we'll be taking x positive of 1 and x negative of 5 as a common student. In the bracket, what will be the left out? It will be, okay, 2 is also common. If you can see, 2 is also common, so we'll be taking the common out. So here you will be getting negative of 6. Okay, in the bracket it will be x negative of 5 plus of x plus of 1, and that is greater than or equal to 0. Don't forget to mention this part as well. So from here you will get negative of 6 x plus of 1 x negative of 5. In the bracket you will be getting 2x negative of 4 greater than or equal to 0. Okay, now again see, so here we are getting 6x plus of 1 x negative of 5 2x negative of 4 2x negative of 4 is greater than or equal to 0. Now again taking 2 common from this part, so you will get negative of 12 here, x plus of 1 x negative of 5 x negative of 2 is greater than or equal to 0. Now what we'll do, we will solve it by wavy curve method. What are the critical points here, student? You just need to see the first critical point, the second critical point and the third critical point. So the first critical point will be negative of 1. Okay, so it will be negative of 1. Second critical point will be x negative of 2 equals to 0, that is 2. Similarly, third critical point will be x negative of 5 equals to 0, that is equals to 5. According to the wavy curve method we are performing here, so we can see that there are 3 critical points, student, 3 critical points. So the sign will start from positive sign will be starting. So here we will be seeing positive, negative, positive, negative. If you don't know what I am doing here, this is the format of wavy curve method. Wavy curve method, you can search this method. Okay, it is totally dependent on the critical points. So you can see that this particular function, this particular expression is greater than or equal to 0. So only positive part needs to be considered here, student. Now the sign here is greater than and equal to, so all inclusion sign will be written here. So x will lie in the range of negative of infinity open bracket to negative of 1 close bracket. Unity of the positive sign is from 2 to 5 close bracket 2 to 5 close bracket. So this is the range of this x, the value of x. Now write your answer in the set notation which we have done. Now they have told that find the equation of C. You may leave your answer in factorized form. The curve C1 has equation y equals to fx plus k, where k is constant. Given that the graph of C1 intersect the x-axis at exactly 4 places, find the range of the, this we have done, student, find the range of the possible values for k. Range of the possible values for the k. I will tell you how to do. Okay, from here if you see, the maximum point is at negative of 1 comma 0 and 5 comma 0. Now if I say that what will be the minimum point of this graph, it is also given that it is 2 comma 0, because in the question only it is mentioned that it has a maximum turning point at x equals to 2. So if it has the maximum turning point at x equals to 2, so we'll direct plug in the value. See, we'll directly plug in the values here. We have got this value k equals to negative of 3. Now if I plug in the value here, third part we are doing, student, third part has maximum turning point at x equals to 2. So we have got the value y equals to k times of x positive of 1, k times of x positive of 1 whole square, x negative of 5 whole square. Now they are asking the value maximum point of k. So minimum turning point is at x equals to 2. So if I say that minimum turning point is at x equals to 2, so if I plug in the value of x equals to 2 in this particular equation, what we will get? We will get k times of 2 plus of 1 square, that is 3 square, cross of x minus of 5 square will be equals to negative of 3 whole square. You will get k times of 9 cross of 9, that is equals to 81. And the value of k which we have got from here is negative of 3. So it will be 3 cross of 9 cross of 9. You will get 2, 4, 3. This is the y coordinate, student, which we are getting. Okay, so which we are getting at the minimum turning point at x equals to 2. So the range of possible value of k will be, here was the expression y is equals to fx plus of k, y equals to fx plus of k. This was the this was the equation they have given in the question. So we have seen that k will be lying from this is the 0 and this is 0. This part we have required, so we have calculated. So k will lie between equal to 0 or 2, 4, 3. This is the possible range of values of k. Okay, student, this is how we need to solve this question. Now comes the 7th question. Sorry, now comes the 8th question. Yeah, it is principle of mathematical induction. The first part is that identify and correct an algebraic error in the box above. So the student have kept the value of m equals to 5k. He has written this value, it is correct. M equals to 5k plus of 1, so it is m square. He has applied the formula of a plus b square, which is also correct. Third part is 5k plus of 2. While opening this bracket, student did the mistake, student. This is the mistake. So for m equals to m square equals to 5k plus of 2 whole square, here the student has done the mistake on opening it with the format of a plus of b square, that will be equals to a square plus b square, that is 5k square plus of 2 square plus of 2ab, that is 2 cross 5k cross 2. So it will be equal to 25k square plus of 4 plus of 20k. Okay, so you will get 25k square plus of 20k plus of 4. So here that student has done the mistake. What? He has written 25k square plus of 10k plus of 4. So and the expression should be like this. So this is our correct format for this particular part A. Now second is show the calculation and statement that are required to complete the proof. So the first two statement will be writing it as it is. Let m equals to 5k. So here he has written that m square is equal to 5k square, which is correct. M is first two statements are correct, so we'll be writing directly m square is equals to 5n, which is correct, where n is 5k square. This is correct. Similarly, m is equal to 5k plus of 1. This statement is also correct. So the student was getting m square equals to 5 times of 5k square plus of 2k plus of 1, which is correct, and it is written in the format of 5n plus of 1, where n is 5k square plus of 2k. Now what we need to do, student has the student which has done this question, he has written the statement correct for m equals to 5k and m equals to 5k plus 1. Now if I say let m equals to 5k plus of 2, this is how we need to proceed with this question, student. So on plugging the value of m equals to 5k plus of 2, see, m square can be written in 5n format, m square can be written in the format of 5n plus 1. Okay, now if you are plugging the value of m equals to 5k plus 2 in the given equation, it will be m square will be equals to 5k plus of 2 whole square, then it will be 25k square plus of 4 plus of 20k. Which we have calculated it. Now again have calculated it here. So this could be written as 25k square plus of 20k plus of 20k plus 4. So plus 4. So if I say plus 4 here, so this is the value of this particular portion, but we know that we have calculated it for m square equal to 5n, we have got it for m square equal to 5n plus 1. Now we need to calculate it for 5n negative of 1. So we can, how we will be writing it? If I student add and subtract with 5, so 5 positive and negative 5 and 4 is already written. So what will be this equation, student? This will be 5k plus of 2 whole square, 5k plus of 1 whole square negative of 1. Okay, this is the mistake, student. Here I'll do it again. See, if I take 5 common here, so the bracket will be 5k square plus of 4k plus of 1 negative of 1. So here we can write 5 times of 5k square plus of 4k. Okay, we have got this value 5k square plus of 4k plus of 1 negative of 1. So now we can say that m square could be written as 5n minus of 1 format. We can conclude it from here that m square could be written as 5n negative of 1, where n is 5k plus of 4k 5k square plus of 4k plus of 1. Okay, so we have calculated it for m square equal to 5n. For m square equal to 5n plus 1 we have got. Similarly we have got for m square is equal to 5n negative of 1. So we can say that m square is congruent for 5n, 5n plus 1 and 5n negative of 1. Okay, if you want, so you can go ahead with plugging the value of m equals to 5k plus 3 as well, 5k plus 3, so and 5k plus of 4. What we need to do, we need to do m equals to 5k plus of 3 and plug in the value of fk 5k plus of 4. This is the whole solution I am discussing here, student. So m square will be equals to 5k plus of 3 whole square, that will be equals to 25k square plus of 9 plus of 30k. Now we can see here that 25k square plus of 30k plus of 9. Again, if I take 5 common out from here, so it will be 5k square plus of 6k. For example, if I am taking 1 here, so negative of 5, it will be equals to 4. So we can say here that it can be written as the format of 5n plus of 4. Okay. Similarly, if we plug in the value of m equals to 5k plus of 4, yes, m equals to 5k plus of 4, so again we will get certain value. M square is equal to 25k square plus of 16 plus of 40k. Again taking 5 common if I say it, so you will get 5k square plus of 8k plus of 16. Now for 5k square plus of 8k plus of 8k plus of 4, so you will get negative of 20 plus of 16. I am arranging this term, students, so don't get confused. So it could be written in the format of fn 5n minus of 4, where n was equals to 5k square plus of 6k plus of 1, and n here is 5k square plus of 8k plus of 4. Now we can say, student, that m square is repeating for the value of m square is congruent for the value of 5n plus minus of 1. K plus of 1 plus minus of 1 we have shown. Similarly 5k plus minus of 4 we have shown. So this is, they were asking for, the whole statements are here. So m square is having the same value, means it is in the multiple of 5, that is 5n, 5k plus 1 plus minus 1, 5k plus minus 4, the values are same. So it could be written in this format. Okay, so this was our solution, student. Now let's move to the question number 9. This is the racing car, and the speed of this car is modeled by the equation v is equals to 15t negative of t e to the power 0.2t, where t seconds is the time after the car starts to move. According to the model, find the value of t, giving your answer to 1 decimal place. Find the value of t. Now in the third statement, student, it has written the car start from rest and is driven for t seconds before stopping. So before stopping it is driven for means t second. So v will be equals to 0 after the car has been stopped. So 15t will negative of t e raised to the power 0.2t will be equals to 0. So from here 15, okay, from here students, if you take t as a common, so you'll get 15 negative of e to the power 0.2 t equals to 0. We know that t can't be equal to 0 because time can't be 0. So t can't be equals to 0, but in the product format either this part could be 0 or this part could be 0. So 15 negative of e to the power 0.2t will be equals to 0. So 15 will be equals to e to the power 0.2t. Taking log on the both the sides, so you will get ln 15, that will be equals to 2.708 equals to 0.2t divided by 0.2, that is equals to t equals to 13.54. This is the time, 13.54. So we can say that this will be approximately, this will be 13.6, you can say, seconds. So we have got the value of t, giving your answer to 1 decimal place. Acha, already it was mentioned, already it was mentioned student, that t is greater than or equal to 0. So t can also be 0, and the largest value we have find, so t will lie between 0 to 13.54. Okay, this was our value. Now show that the maximum speed of the car when, okay, so we know that for maximum speed of the car will be, okay, maximum speed of the car will be dv by dt equals to 0. If the acceleration becomes 0, this is the physical quantity, physics I am talking about, acceleration becomes 0, so it means the car can't accelerate ahead with particular value, can't accelerate ahead with particular value. So we are keeping dv by dt equals to 0. V was 15t negative of, okay, 15t negative of t e to the power 0.2t, this was v student. Now we need to differentiate it, d by dt equals to 0. So for this, what will be the differentiation of 15t? It will be 15. For this part, again chain rule will be applied here. First will be e to the power 0.2t plus of, first part will be this like this only, but second part will be 0.2 t times of e to the power 0.2t will be equals to 0. Okay, transposing this part to the right hand side, so it will be 15 equals to e to the power 0.2t plus of 0.2t e to the power 0.2t. Okay, taking okay, 15 is equals to e to the power 0.2t, taking this common, so you will get 1 plus of 0.2t in the bracket. Now if I multiply this part in the denominator, transposing this part into the left hand side denominator, so it will be 15 upon 1 plus of 0.2t equals to e to the power 0.2t. Okay, now if I multiply 5 in the numerator and in the denominator, so we will get 75 upon 5 plus of t. equals to e to the power 0.2t. Now taking log on both the sides, so you will get ln 75 upon 5 plus of t equals to 0.2t. Yes, this will get, we have multiplied 5 in the numerator and denominator part, okay, to make the decimal point into absolute format. After this, see, 0.2 is written on the right hand side. We'll take this 0.2 on the denominator part in the left hand side, so it will be 1 by 0.2 ln, that is log 75 upon 5 plus of t equals to t, student. If I exclude the decimal part here, so you will get 5 times of ln 75 upon 5 plus of t equals to t. This was what they were asking for, okay, this was the value what they were asking for. See, it can be written in the format of this. So we have written using the iteration formula, student. Now see, iteration formula. Yeah, see, oh, yeah, iteration formula is given t to the power t n plus of 1 equals to 5 ln 75 upon tn plus of 5 tn plus of 5 where t1 was equals to 8, student. So if we know that value of t1 is 8, so if I want to know about t2, so we have plug in the value of n equals to 1, so it will be 5 ln 75 upon t1 plus of 5. So t1 here is 8, so 8 plus of 5 will be equals to 13. On further calculation, what you will get, 5 times of ln upon 75 upon 13, that is 1.752, cross of 5, you will get 8.76. Okay, similarly t3 will be equals to 5 times of ln 75 upon, for 3 what will be the value of n, that is t2. T2 we have calculated as 8.676, so 8.76 plus of 5 will be this value, so it will be 5 times of ln plus of 75 upon 13.76. So what we will get here, ln of 75 upon 13.76, that is equals to 1.69, cross of 5 will get 8.47. So we can say that for up to find the value of t3 to 3 decimal places. So for t3 we have got the value, that is 8.47 to the 3 decimal places. So to the 3 decimal places it will be 8.478. So it will be 8.478. This is the solution for this question. Second part of this question is, find by repeated iteration the time taken for the car to reach the maximum speed. Find find by repeated iteration the time taken for the car to reach the maximum speed. Okay, so we have got the values of t1, t2 and t3. So for repeated iteration we need to perform here, students. So again what we need to do, we need to plug in the value of t4. So for t4 same process need to be repeated, 5 ln 75 plus of, for t4 the value of n will be 3, so 3 plus of 1, t3 plus of 1, 3 we have got as 8.47 plus of 5. So what you will get here, student, 5 times of ln 8.47 plus of 5, that will be equals to 13.47, 75 upon 13.47. So this will be equals to 5 times of, this will be equals to 5 times of ln. Ln is already mentioned, so we'll write the values here, student. So ln will be equals to 75 upon 13.47, that is equals to 1.717 cross 5, so it will be 8.58. Okay, similarly, student, we will be finding it for t5 as well. For t5 same process need to be repeated, that is 5 log of 75 upon for t5 we need to put the value of n equals to 4, that is t4, that t4 we have got 8.58 plus of 5. So yeah, so it will be 5 times of ln 8.58 plus of 5 will be equals to 113.5, 75 upon 13.58, that will be equals to ln 75 upon 13.58, 1.708 cross of 5, that will be equals to 8.54. Now here we can say that it is getting repeated at this particular point, 8.58. Now again we have got 8.54. Okay, similarly if we say for actually in the question it is written for the repeated iteration part, so we are doing this part 75 upon t6. For t6 it will be t5 plus of 5, t5 we have got 8.54 plus of 5. Again we need to perform this, so we'll get 5 ln 75 upon 13.54, that will be equals to 75 upon 13.54, 5.53 cross of ln of this particular part will be equals to ln of 5.53 cross of 5 will be 8.55. Okay, so we can see that it is getting repeated at this particular point, 8.54. Here we have got 8.55 and the previous value was 8.58. So what we can conclude it from here, the time taken for the car to reach maximum speed will be 8.54. This will be the value. So now